Especially more recently, I have been pushing myself to do things outside of my comfort zone rather than just accepting or saying that I couldn't do something. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here though, my name is Hannah and I upload beauty videos. I would love it if you stuck around and subscribed. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my recent trip. I finally took over a week off of work and I just kind of recapped that for you guys while doing my makeup. If you want to see that, make sure you keep on watching. Also, if you want to stick around and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see how I created this look, make sure you keep on watching. Okay, so I already put moisturizer on my face and I've already primed my eyes. I used the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. I'm going to put on this sunscreen. I need to get a new sunscreen. I a lot of the times I use like the face self tanner by Jergens, which also has a sunscreen in it. I need to get another sunscreen. This is the Bliss Blockstar Invisible Daily Sunscreen with SPF 30. But yeah, I'm almost out. I don't know about these earrings with this shirt, but I've already started filming, so that's what we're doing today. I'm filming this in September. I love bright colored eyeshadow, but I suppose I will create a fall look today. I don't dislike fall. I just really love bright colored eyeshadow, like spring, summer. Love. So for my crease color, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Roaring Hearts eyeshadow palette, which my bestie got for me. So my reason in wanting to make this video was I recently went on vacation. I finally took a week off. That was very dramatic. Wow, okay. I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is Foxtrot. I actually ended up taking over a week off. I took off from, I think it was August 26th, which was a Friday, to today is Labor Day, and then I go back to work tomorrow. So it was a very needed vacation, in my opinion. It was a really good vacation as well. So I kind of wanted to just talk you through that, maybe include some pictures as well, and share with you guys what I did while I'm doing my makeup. So this is a Laura Mercier eyeshadow stick. So on Friday I went up, that's a little too cool toned. Yeah, that's a little bit more cool toned than what I was wanting. That's really copper. I'm gonna use a dark brown on my outer corner. Friday I went up, I actually didn't leave until midday because I was kind of like getting things in order here as well, so I didn't like come back and have to clean up a whole bunch of stuff. So I have turned into my mom. You know, it is what it is. I never used to understand that growing up. I was like, why are we cleaning the floors if we're about to leave? Let's just leave for this trip. But yeah. So I went up to go see one of my friends. Her and her husband live in Tennessee. I'd never met their dog. I've seen her dog, you know, obviously in pictures. And so our dog's name is Milo, and I literally told her, I was like, not to be dramatic, but her dog is probably my favorite puppy other than Milo. Like, she was a good girl. So they live in Tennessee. It was my friend Renee. I was in her wedding, and the video that I did her makeup is my most popular video, which I will link for you guys if you haven't seen that yet. Yeah, they moved away, which was sad, but it was really good to see them. This is like an eyeshadow stick. So I got there Friday night, talked for a while, kind of caught up, and it was really good. It was one of those like conversations where you're not really on your phone, you're just fully present, which was really nice. And then the next day we went hiking. Hopefully I can include a picture because it was really pretty. There's like a few or a couple different falls at this location, and We left at like 8:30, which is good for me because especially for work, I'll get up early, but it's hard for me to, I don't know. Sometimes it takes me a while to get ready. I'll admit it. Actually gonna go, I don't think I probably swatched this, but I don't think I've worn this shade yet. It's this Cafe Society. So it's kind of like a copper. Gonna go in with that color. I'm gonna spray a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. So yeah, I left the house about 8:30 and it's basically literally the same exact shade. But this is like a pressed powder and this was a stick. So I think I'm gonna layer. Most of the hike was shaded as well, which was nice because it was the end of August, so you know, hot. But yeah, I had a really good time. And then another friend also joined us for the hike. I went over top of that with Fancy That and ended up basically covering up the color. So another friend also joined us. And then we got Chick-fil-A after. And then we were back to the house kind of midday. So it was like a really good time. I kind of chilled for a little bit. After that, I read some. And then other friend who joined us, she left after we got back to the house. But I ended up cooking for Renee and her husband for dinner. So the three of us had dinner. And then I think we watched a movie after that. Like Saturday was a pretty good day. I would count that as a success. Also, yes, I did break a nail. In case if you didn't notice, now you did. You're welcome. I wish that copper color showed up a little bit more, but oh well. So this I counted as my primer. I think that this shade of foundation is still going to be a little bit too light for me. I got it in the shade Y205. I wanted to purposely get a light foundation because naturally I do have pretty fair skin, and I can kind of mix that color with a darker foundation, which this may not look darker, but no, yeah, it does. This is a NARS foundation, Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade Light 2, and this is my tan shade. So just in case you need a clarification that I do have pretty fair skin naturally. So the next day, Sunday, I went to church with them in the morning. Then we went to lunch afterwards, and then had kind of a chill day overall. So for vacation, I really like to do things, but then also I know that downtime is important too. So I would say I had a pretty good mix. I know at the beginning it's looking like, okay, did you do much? But overall, I think I leaned more towards the doing more rather than resting or just like chilling at the house or whatever. But I did have, some downtime as well. I feel like more so on that Saturday and Sunday, but throughout the week, I did have some downtime kind of interspersed. The next day, went to Chattanooga because I went to went to Ruby Falls and then also the Tennessee Aquarium. Before, this trip I had kind of been thinking about for a little bit. But before, it kind of came back to me that I wanted to go to Ruby Falls before, but I've never been. So it worked out perfectly. Renee was able to get that Monday off as well. So yeah, went to Ruby Falls and that was really cool. Also, the cave that Ruby Falls was in was bigger than what I was thinking it was going to be because I've been to different caves before, but I guess based on one of the ones that I've been to more recently, the cave which is Ruby Falls is in Lookout Mountain. So we did, after the falls, we did go, there's an overlook, I guess, where you can climb up and see a lot, which was also pretty, but it was also a hot day. We got lunch and then we went to the aquarium, and that aquarium, so It took me a while to like fully understand what they meant, but so this is the Tarte Shape Tape. Because they said like Riverside and then also Oceanside. So we went to the Riverside first because that side closed, or the Oceanside stayed open longer than the Riverside. So obviously we wanted to be able to see everything. So it took me like honestly until probably close to the end of the Riverside to realize what the Riverside meant. Like they were all like pretty much, like freshwater animals. That makes sense. But to be fair, it took both of us, I think like we came to the conclusion about the same time. So at least I wasn't alone in that. Yeah. Oh, also, so I love turtles, which I'm not sure if that's something that I've mentioned on my channel, but I love turtles. And especially on the Riverside, it seems like it was a requirement to have a type of turtle in almost every, well, maybe not every, but in like every other exhibit. Like there were so many turtles that I saw. But looking back, I don't think on the ocean side, I don't think I saw a sea turtle, which I suppose is okay for all of the other turtles that I saw, because I have, obviously seen a sea turtle before. So the next day, Renee had to go to work, so I just went to a different city in Tennessee by myself because I like spending time with people, but then I also, can do things by myself as well, which I like about myself. Especially more recently, I have been pushing myself to do things outside of my comfort zone rather than just accepting or saying that I couldn't do something. That was especially the case in Atlanta. So me and one of my friends went to Atlanta for my birthday, and now granted, she did most of the driving. I appreciate you. But I did drive in downtown Atlanta, which I was very proud of myself for, because in the past I would have just told myself, oh, that's not something that you can do. Oh, you just don't do that. And I wouldn't have questioned it, and I just would have not driven in downtown Atlanta because it's not something that I did. But I kind of like came to the conclusion myself. I was like, no, you're going to drive in downtown Atlanta. So I did. And I'm very happy that I did. So the next day was Wednesday, back to my current trip that I'm recapping for you guys. The next day was Wednesday. So I drove down to Alabama, and I have a family member who lives in Alabama. So I left my car there, and then Andrea met me at their house, and we got an Airbnb, and we stayed in an Airbnb for a couple of days. And we also, so Wednesday night, there was a concert. I've wanted to see this group for a really long time. And I know I'm not giving specifics on everything, but that's just the way that I want to tell this story, but like still recap my trip for you guys. So I got to see that band. And I was really, really, really happy and excited about. And I don't know if you guys have been to concerts, but they usually go pretty late. So for Thursday, we had already kind of come to the conclusion that Thursday was going to be a chill day. Oop, no, this is not bronzer. Nah. Okay, so let me try that again. This is the bronzer. This is NARS Laguna. So I slept in on Thursday, and then I made brunch for Andrea and I, because seriously, like one of my love languages is, oh, this is so pretty, wow, is making food for people. I love cooking for people. So made brunch, and also like she wasn't rushing me. Like we were kind of on the same page with this is going to be a chill day, but naturally my go-to is I kind of rush myself. In my personality, I have a pretty, I don't know, like it can be pretty scheduled. So yeah, I literally like told myself out loud, like, it's fine. We will, yeah, it's all going to work out. But yeah, I mean, we didn't have huge plans for Thursday anyway, because I think that like downtime is important as well. So after brunch, I did my makeup, got ready. Then unfortunately there was a cathedral that I wanted to go inside, but they closed after, so we went to a bookstore, and, the cathedral was closed by the time that we got done with the bookstore, but we did get to see outside of it, and it was a really, really, really pretty building. Andrea and I both also like and appreciate different architecture. And then after that, went to the coffee shop, and she got some food, but I just got like a coffee drink, and she got a coffee drink as well. And then we went back to the Airbnb again. Like, we didn't do a whole lot on Thursday, and not mad about it. Also, like, I really liked our Airbnb, so wanted to appreciate it as well and not like just stay gone most of the time. So I'm glad we ended up doing things the way that we did. So we had a little bit more downtime. So before we got to the Airbnb on Wednesday, we went and got some groceries. So I had like heated up some more, like there's like a frozen dinner kind of thing. Just saw a pan on this. So I've had this for a little bit and I finally have hit pan. But anyway, so I don't think, well, cause she ate at the coffee shop some and I don't think that she really ate much after that. But I made some dinner. And then also, so then we watched a little bit of TV. I made some peanut butter cookies, and then we went to an ice cream place that was recommended to us by one of our friends. And it was really, really good ice cream, I gotta say. So that was Thursday. So Friday, we went to Dismal Canyons, which is also in Alabama. I saw so much green. I love trees. Like they bring me so much joy. So just like looking at all of the green and the moss and the trees, I loved it. And I think that she really, really loved it too. She likes taking pictures. So it was a win-win for both of us, which obviously I took pictures as well. But yeah, I don't really know how I was going to end that sentence. So that was Friday, and then we went to dinner that night as well. And then Friday, Andrew was still there. Then Saturday kind of had a chill, slow morning, and I spent time with my family member. Andrea went back home, and also then I went to a state park as well with said family member. So I got like a lot of hiking state parks in. Dismal Canyons isn't a state park. It's something else that's not a state park. But for sure got a lot of nature in, which I was really, really happy about. The next day was Sunday. Once again, I slept in, kind of got ready. And I did a little bit of shopping, and then I headed back, and I got back at like a pretty reasonable time as well. And then now we're to Monday. So that is pretty much a recap of my vacation. I was kind of thinking along the way, or, obviously I was thinking about last night because I did want to film this video. Let me think if I forgot anything, because there were, different things that I wanted to bring up, but I definitely wanted to talk about this vacation with you guys. So I hope you found it interesting. This is the Rare Beauty mascara, and then I'm also layering it with the It Cosmetics Superhero mascara after I curled my lashes. Also, so back to Tuesday, whenever I kind of like had the day to myself, like I did like full glam as well, because I love doing my makeup, but then also for like hiking days I had very minimal makeup. Like I think I mostly just had concealer and mascara, but on Saturday I don't think I put on any makeup at all. Like the past Saturday, not the first Saturday. The first Saturday I did actually I did like bronzer as well, and then I ended up regretting it. But the other Saturday, I don't think I wore any makeup. But then yesterday, Sunday, before heading home, I did do my makeup because, like I said, I really do enjoy doing my makeup. Also, whenever I was driving back, like whenever I was around like more familiar stuff and that kind of thing, like it was good to be back. Like it was good. It was a good vacation, but I was also ready to be back. So I don't really have a good lip liner here, and I don't feel like getting up, but just know that normally I'd wear a lip liner, but I'm just going to go over my lips with this Rare Beauty Lip Souffle in the shade Fearless. I feel like it'll match good with this look. Also, I turned off the air conditioning right before filming this, and I don't think it's gotten overly hot, so yay for that, but I will for sure be turning it back on because I live in Florida. Here's the look. I would say that this is pretty fall, but also to me it's a little like simplistic, or I don't know, fall simple glam. Not sure what I would call this. Here's the look though. If you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. Once again, feel free to stick around and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.